During all those years when Alan Alda starred in MASH, he also wrote for the show. So we shouldn't have been surprised when his first book became a bestseller. Now he's back with Things I Overheard While Talking to Myself. A look back at some of the critical moments of his own life. And Alan Alda is with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Harry.
My old friend, Gene Siskel, whenever you saw him, he'd say, well, what do you know for sure?
Yeah.
And that was his first question out of the box. And there's always this... It wasn't how you feeling, what are you doing? This was, he wanted to know what you knew for sure. And I thought to myself as I was reading your book, this is your version of that.
Well, in a way, except it's me trying to figure out what I know for sure all through the book. I mean, that's like the puzzle of the book. Is there anything I can know for sure about my personal experience of being here, you know, being alive? Because this is a whole new life for me that I got now.
Now we need to explain, because here you are, you've had this amazing career. We had a long conversation a couple of years ago as you were getting ready for the Academy Awards, and things couldn't be going better. You go on vacation in South America.
I was doing my science show, and I was interviewing astronomers 8,000 feet up in their observatory, and I got this problem with my intestine. About a yard of my intestine went dead. And pretty soon I would be too.
Right.
And a wonderful surgeon who was there in the middle of the night in this little town in Chile saved my life. Well, I was I was just amazed and continued to be amazed at how much better life tastes now. And I thought I was really enjoying it before.
Sure.
You know, but and everybody I've talked to has gone through.
Because you literally could have, maybe should have died had this guy not been in the right place at the right time.
He said, you know, we could find you a plane to take you to Santiago if you want. They have bigger hospitals. But our airport is fogged in, and if you wait, you might not make it. So he was telling me I was checking out of the hotel.
So how different does it taste? How different is
It's amazing how much better it tastes. But the trouble with it is I want that to go on and on. I'm very greedy. I want to really... I not only want to taste it, I want to, at the end, feel that it was all worth it. So I don't want to look back on it and say, well, what was all that? You know, or, I have these trophies, so I guess I must have had a good life. I want to really feel it, you know? So that's what I'm looking for in this. That's what I'm trying to find out if I really know.
Right. Well, if you've done all of this writing, because you've done many speeches over the years for different schools, and you sort of set a challenge for yourself when you get ready to talk to people.
Always. I was always scaring myself.
Yeah.
And I still do that. And I think that's one of the ways I have of feeling alive, is to really go into it thinking, how am I going to talk to these people? I talk to people I shouldn't be talking to.
Right.
Doctors graduating from medical school, physicists graduating from Caltech. You know, I gave the grand rounds.
What do you bring to that party?
I gave the grand rounds lecture at a psychiatric hospital. I mean, it's unbelievable. I talked about Thomas Jefferson at Monticello in front of a bunch of historians. And each time I was scared to death.
Right.
But I found a way to say something truthful from a personal point of view.
Okay, truth is the thing that I'm looking for in this book, and
Are you finding it? I hope you're finding something.
I think I'm finding the truth of you.
Yeah.
And if you have an axiom or a something,
you know what? All I can report on is my experience. I don't want to tell people this is what you should think or this is the way it is.
But you know when you've not been truthful to yourself.
Well, I'm always questioning myself. One of my heroes is Richard Feynman, the great physicist, who attacked his own ideas more than he attacked anybody else's, I think, because he didn't want to say something that wasn't a reflection of reality.
Because once we make a conclusion about something, our own presumption is, well, we got it now, right?
If I thought it, it must be true. That's the natural thing to think, you know? If I believe it, it must be true.
Yeah. I was humbled as I read this book.
Well, I'm humbled by hearing you say that. Let's all get humbled together. What do you mean?
Food segment.
No, come on. I want to know. I want to know why you were humbled. This is a great compliment.
No, because I saw your struggle in the words in this book, and as you were trying to do the right, you look like a guy to me who's trying to do the right thing.
I am trying to figure it out. Yeah, that's true. I am. Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
All right. Well, read the book, and then you can find out all the mistakes.
What a nice talk. Thank you very much for talking with me, Harry.
You bet.
I always enjoy it.
If you would like to read an excerpt from Things I Overheard While Talking to Myself, go to our website.
Or go to my website, alanalda.com.